Out more. Arrive alive. Drive sober.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin. I'm your host, Kate Burns-Gallagher. We are here once again at the Elgin Theatre Guild and so pleased to be in the Princess Ave Playhouse. Today we're joined by two of the upcoming production Sweet Delilah's actors, both Jan and Anne. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us. So Anne, Jan, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
I spent many years in television news as an anchor, reporter, producer, you name it. Most recently here in London, where I worked for CTV. Prior to that, and all over the place in Toronto and Sudbury and Barrie, and more or less retired right now, and just coming back to my first love, which is the theater. That's where I did my undergraduate degree in. So it's kind of a return to my roots.
Incredible. And how about you?
All right, so I've been a hairdresser for almost 35 years, which is really unbelievable. I am generally from St. Thomas. Theater, I remember in high school wanting to do drama, but I was so shy and so quiet. So when I hit the age 30, I just thought, I'm gonna go and audition for a play. And I was so upset with myself. I thought I had done poorly. So I gone to the variety store and grabbed 2 king-size chocolate bars. And I ate one, and then ate the other one. I thought, there, I feel so much better, because what was I thinking? And then 4 days later, they called me and said, we want you to have this part. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I have to go celebrate with a couple more chocolate bars. But however, and then I've been in it off and on ever since.
Incredible.
And I love it. And I actually met my husband here. Almost 26 years ago, we were cast into the same play, and our characters in one scene had to flirt shamelessly with each other. And he asked me if I wanted to go out for a drink after that, and I said, absolutely. And a little over a year after that, we got married, so it will be 25 years this October.
Oh, incredible.
Yes.
So you met your spouse on the stage.
I did meet my husband on stage. He has a job that now does not allow him because of his hours, but he encourages me and helps me out with my lines.
That's incredible. So we are here on the Sweet Delilah set, and you both star in the production. Can you tell us a little bit about your characters and who you play?
Sure. My character's name is Dinah Grayson, and she's a wisecracking lawyer. A wisecracking lawyer with a heart of gold. They're women that have known each other since they were 18 and formed part of a championship swim team. And their lives have gone in different directions, but they maintain this incredible core of friendship that enables them to meet every year at the Sweet Delilah Cottage in the Outer Banks, and it's about their friendship. My character is, she can be a little brittle, but she has a real heart of gold, and that's brought out through the course of the play for all of us, just the depth of our characters, the depth of our feelings and our affection towards each other.
Oh, great. And how about your character, Anne?
My character's name is Bernadette, and she's basically had a black cloud over her head. I'm not going to say all her life, but I'm going to say ever since she got married. So she's kind of wisecracking. She is not. She doesn't have a happy home life, but she makes fun out of it. She doesn't even care if some of the girls in the club don't get along. She just, but this is where she wants to be, because this is the only place where she feels accepted, I think. And like what she was saying is that it's all about the characters. The core is they are good friends. They depend on each other so very much, and we all come from different aspects and areas of our lives. So when we all come together, we get to just like let it loose. And we're all so different from each other, but I'm having the time of my life. I love it.
And so will the audience.
Yes, and the audience is going to have a great time. They're going to love it, because I think that we are going to remind so many people of so many things that, like, oh, I've been through that. or I would love to have that, or my mom was like that, or my sister was like that. So I think that there's going to be a lot of connections there. The audience is going to love it.
And Jan, we're talking about the audience. Who do you think would benefit most from seeing Sweet Delilah?
I'm going to say everybody, and I legitimately mean it, but I think it will have a special resonance for those of us who have had friendships that have endured these many years, or who have special people in our lives that we don't necessarily see every day, but we have that iron core of a connection with them, that we know that they're going to be with us through thick and thin, regardless of the circumstances. And these women get tested, and they test each other. And I think it's people that have accepted true friendship as being not always perfect, but people that will always be there for you.
And not always agreeing with each other, but they still love each other.
And that's part of life, isn't it? It's not always agreeing.
Absolutely. If you've been friends with somebody long enough, you will see each other through good, bad, and the ugly.
Amazing.
And you may not always get along, but you still love each other. But then you support each other, and it just doesn't matter.
And we've been really lucky too, in that we were just talking about this before the show, how much we like each other as
Oh my
performers.
gosh.
We've become a real, I'm going to say band of brothers, but that's really not the right word. We're a band of sisters. That we like each other, we respect each other, we get along.
We get
so
along
well.
very well. I already feel like I've known this cast longer than I have. So, and I think that is going to show on stage at the same time. If we have good camaraderie outside that, which we have fantastic camaraderie, we are encouraging each other backstage. We are, where we're done, we still encourage each other, good job, or you know what, it's just best cast ever.
And we're having so much fun.
Yes, that's the best part, is we're actually having so much fun.
Incredible. So if people want to come and see the fun and see what Sweet Delilah Swim Club's all about, when is the show playing, and where can they get tickets?
Our first show is on the 14th of March, and it's the 2 weeks, the Thursday through the Sunday matinees of those 2 weeks, and it's Elgin Theatre.
Elgin Theatre Guild.
.ca. ElginTheatreGuild.ca. Fantastic. And you're running for 2 weeks, starting Thursday, March 14th.
Yeah.
Evenings and matinees?
Yes.
Yeah, evening start at 7:30. The matinee starts at 2 in the afternoon.
Wonderful. That's great. Well, we can't thank you enough for coming on the show, and really looking forward to seeing Sweet Delilah and having some fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back on Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to rogerstv.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at rogerstv.com.
This is the office of Todd Hammersfield. And like most of Canada's film and media industries, Todd's studio is mostly straight and white. Todd tends to avoid that topic, but it's not Todd's fault. Todd didn't personally spend the last century making it nearly impossible for BIPOC and LGBTQ plus folk to pursue careers in this industry, or at least I don't think Todd did. Did you, Todd? But he did benefit from the structure, and that's why we need Todd's help now. By pledging to check their privilege, Todd Studio can now help fund programs to finally create a more diverse talent pool. And Todd, you can stop hiding behind this plan. What?
Actually, I'm in the vents.
Oh!
There you are. I was looking all over for you.
Stop hiding from our industry's lack of diversity and pledge to help POV fix it. Go to checkyourprivilege.ca.
They don't make vents like they used to.
And welcome back to Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin. We are now joined by the 2024 winner of the Pitch Business Plan Competition, Tom Skippin of Raw for Pets. Welcome back to the show, Tom.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Congratulations on winning the pitch for 2024.
Thank you.
What did you go in with as your business plan?
So this year over the last couple of years, we've been reevaluating the company to restructure it. And so this year we were concentrating on making us a little bit more efficiency, as well as concentrating on the safety of our production staff. So this year we went in looking to replace our meat saw with the meat flaker. So what it does is takes the actual open blades away from our employees' hands and puts it in a contained equipment. And to break down a block of 23-pound meat, instead of 10 to 15 minutes, takes 10 to 15 seconds.
Holy cow. So you're saving time and increasing safety at the same time.
Absolutely, yes.
Incredible. So how much meat would you process on any given day?
We would be 2,000 to 3,000 pounds in a day.
Wow. And what types of meat, where does it come from?
So our meat that goes into our raw diets is all come from human grade facilities. So we have all the different blends, your chicken beef, turkey, lamb, rabbit, all the different types of meats that you have in the human consumptions. My wife Roxanne is a certified holistic pet nutritionist, so she has developed diets with the health of the pets being our driving force. So all our blends are designed on to help pets in a lot of different nutritionalist ways. So the meats that we get are of high caliber. It's something that, like I said, it's all raised for human consumption. There is no dead or diseased meat that we use in our products.
That's incredible. And where are you selling your products now?
So we have our stores located over in Talbot Line, over beside the John Deere dealership. We actually have the processing plant on the back of our store now. Oh, okay. So it's all one location, and we're actually growing and increasing our store capacity. We've actually worked with a lot of young, new entrepreneurs in the area, allowing them to come in and sell products in our store, as well as our own product, for those ones that aren't quite big enough yet to have their own store.
Oh, that's incredible. So you're almost like a mercantile, if you will, a local.
Something, yeah, try to do that. And we're actually opening May 11th. We're having a small entrepreneurs day where we're going to actually open up our backyard and have booths and stuff with the local entrepreneurs to be able to set up so we can help give back to the community and become more a part of the community.
That's incredible. So that's May 11th that you're doing that?
Yes.
Incredible. Well, we will hope for good weather that day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your experience with the pitch and how you ended up winning.
So the pitch is something, actually, I'm a third-time contender, so it is something that I've come into it. I myself came from the automotive industry from over 30 years. My wife has been in the raw food business since 2008. So one thing I found over the years, working with the Elgin Business Resource and stuff like that, is to learn our business, to get a really good, strong understanding. Through the process of going through this pitch, we've actually stepped back and reevaluated and changed the complete direction of how the company was going. So this was done with the help of the Elgin Business Resource and through the pitch to allow us to analyze in more depth to get to what the issues were in our company and set the company in a strong path going forward.
So would you say the pitch has really set you on a better path? Working with the Elgin Business Resource Center through this business plan process has really set you on a clearer path for the business?
Absolutely, absolutely. I don't feel that I would be in a position that I feel confident about Raw for Pets had I not gone through this process with the pitch, learning and working with the professionals to help me analyze our company and then figure out the best direction that the company should be going.
Incredible. So you won the pitch. There's a whole bunch of great things that come with it. What are some of the things that you'll be taking advantage of?
So there's some radio ads that we're going to do some marketing campaign. There's different web ads that we're going to be able to run. There's working with a lot of different, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say who the prizes are from. There's a local bank that is helping give us 1 year of free on that. The chambers here in St. Thomas as well as Almer are going to work with us. So they're actually going to promote and publicize in their area about our company as well. So I feel at the stage where we're at, this prize package, yes, it's great that we're getting the money to cover the meat flaker, but the marketing and working with these additional companies that are in the area is something that I'm looking forward to, that prize is going to continue to grow over the next year to get the company to where the direction that we're going.
Incredible, yeah. So you get the cash prize, but you get all that networking and all those additional resources when you win the pitch.
Absolutely. The majority of it is the networking material that you have with the other companies in the area. And like I said, it's the beauty of now I'm working with other local businesses, which is really handy for me, again, being new to the area, is allowing me to get a better understanding of the community as well. And it's something that I can work with them to build going forward to make Raw for Pets stronger, but also to work with local businesses, which is something I'm a strong believer in. You want to be able to help the people where you're working so that they can help you back.
It's that whole idea of co-opetition, right? You're working together even if you might be in a little bit of competition together.
Absolutely.
Incredible. So I know we touched on this last year when you came to visit us as a finalist, but what is the benefit of raw food for pets and why Raw for Pets?
So the Raw for Pets, so the raw food the list is unlimited on what the benefits are. One thing is kibble's got a lot of sugar in it, so you will notice a big difference in the joints of your pets. So they're gonna be a lot easier to get around, happier in that. Dogs live longer. We've actually seen the average lifespan of a dog increase by almost 5 to 10 years, depending on the breed. We see a difference in the teeth. You've probably seen pictures around of our dogs, True and Dat. True is 10 and a half and Dat is 3. And a lot of people can't tell which one's the pup and which one's the senior dog, just because of the raw diet helps them with their diets. Rox also is a certified holistic pet nutritionalist, so we actually do evaluations on dogs that come in that have health issues. So we actually have an evaluation room set up in our store that you can make an appointment with Roxanne to come in, and she will evaluate any health or dietary concerns you may have with your dog. And there's a lot of times, if caught soon enough, there's a benefits by changing the diet or supplements that will actually improve the dog's health. Obviously, as the senior dog, there's sometimes it's an ability just to give them comfort for the last while, because we have products and supplements along that line as well.
That's incredible. And where can people find you?
So we're over on Talbot Line, just on there when you leave St. Thomas, headed towards Almer, right beside the John Deere dealership. Incredible.
Well, thanks so much for coming back on the show, Tom, and congratulations on winning the pitch.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We'll be right back on Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin.
We invite you to play What's My Line?
Welcome, Mrs. Baker. Those folks over there need to guess your extraordinary occupation.
Are you an entertainer, Mrs. Baker?
Yes.
Do people come to watch you, perform?
Yes. Do you travel for work? Yes, I do.
Do you ever wear a special type of costume?
Yes.
Is your job, physical?
Yes, indeed.
Are you a member of a team?
Yes.
Are you a professional baseball player?
Yes, I am.
Created during the Second World War, the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League included 68 Canadians. One of its brightest stars was my mother, Saskatchewan's Mary Bonnie Baker, a pioneer for women in sports.
The regulars, the guys who keep this place in business. Last week, they had something to celebrate. Jason had just finished university, so they toasted his profs, his TAs, his old roommates. Well, they toasted just about everyone. But I worry about and take care of my guys. So even when I know they're not driving, sometimes that means bringing them a little surprise. And then they had a drink to me.
Brought to you by Smart Serve Ontario and Arrive Alive, Drive Sober.
And welcome back to Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin. We're now joined by Joel Jarvis of Advantage Horticulture, who was a finalist on the pitch. Welcome to the show, Joel.
Pleasure to be here, Kate.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So you were a finalist on the pitch. We just talked to Tom, who won, and you were a finalist.
Well, I did my best. Let's put it that way. My best wasn't good enough, but it was still a great experience.
Well, congratulations in the top 4. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Good.
So tell us a little bit about your business pitch that you took to the finals.
So you've said it already. I'm the owner-operator of Advantage Horticulture. Basically, we supply, install maintain live tropical plants for the office environment. So for commercial spaces, typically we deal with, and the beautification process is a big part of what we do, but also the benefits of plants. If I thought I was just dealing with ornaments, I wouldn't be into it. But it's those physiological benefits that has piqued my interest and why I'm going to continue to pursue this business for years to come.
Incredible. So what are some of those benefits?
So increased productivity, decreased stress. Like in today's world, we have a lot of that where, I mean, anxiety in the workplace is a thing, especially going through what we've just gone through. So there's that side of it. Also, we respire. Plants transpire. So when we breathe in, we take in air, breathe out CO2. Plants do the exact opposite. They take in basically CO2 and put out air, which is fantastic for the interior environment. There's a big concern right now about our carbon footprint, CO2 outside. We spend most of our time inside. 90% of our time is inside. I actually have a CO2 reader, so people like to see numbers, and we are exponentially larger as far as our CO2 levels go inside. So to me, it's got to be a focus of our attention to say, yes, outside is important, inside is very important too.
It's so true. When you stop to think about it, we do spend so much of our time indoors, unless you have a job outdoors.
Right.
So what services do you offer when it comes to those indoor plants?
So basically, we have two different models where you can buy the pots, buy the plants, design your own office, but we have more of a subscription model. Because I've done a lot of corporate clients in the past, and it seems like either head office gets these nice, beautiful plants, or the large office buildings, these Fortune 500 companies, which is great too. But it's the small to medium-sized companies where sometimes they can't really afford to drop $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 on plants. So basically what we do, we come in, we have the pots, we have the plants for a nominal fee. We dress up your office, and it's like a monthly subscription where you say, oh, this is fantastic, this looks great. We have live tropical plants with all their benefits, but with a fraction of the cost. So
that's incredible. And do you do the maintenance on the plants as well?
We do the maintenance. That's a big part of it. So up front, I absorb the cost of putting the plants in, and then hopefully they're happy with what we have set up for them for years to come, and typically that's the case. So then we have the maintenance contract. So we'll come in, replace the plants if needed. I also have a 20 by 40 greenhouse now. So instead of when a plant gets tired and starts to succumb to being in its unnatural environment, we pull it out, we put it in the greenhouse with some shade cloth, let it get back on its feet, and then we go again.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah.
And so do you, for say people who might be away or have a hybrid environment, do you go in and water the plants, things like that?
We do. So typically our focus is on the commercial environment. So most of that would entail businesses.
Yeah.
They're open 9 to 5. Some places we have card entry, and we can go in even before a business opens. So we love to have the plants there and thriving and beautiful without actually seeing me or one of the other techs that would service that area. Just, this place looks great. How do you do it? And I always tell people, you keep breathing, I'll water, little fertilizing and pruning. We'll call it a group effort, and that's kind of what works for us.
I love it. Just keep breathing.
Just keep breathing. Yeah, they're all group efforts, so the more they breathe. We've been in call centers a lot of times, and people many times will ask, how are the plants doing so well in here? And I'm like, it's because of you. It's because of the air. Like, typically an inside environment will run 1,000 parts per million. Outside air is 350, not to get too technical on the CO2, but the CO2 levels are elevated, and that is the largest nutrient that plants actually consume. If you dried it out, what's the biggest part of that plant? Carbon. And they're pulling it out of the air. So when you have those elevated levels in an office, there's your healthy, thriving plant.
So they're so happy in that environment.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Great. So if people are looking to get your plants and look at your monthly services, where do they go to find out more information?
AdvantageHorticulture.ca.
Great.
Advantage, we have a website. If you want to email directly, it's info@AdvantageHorticulture.ca. And we would be happy to, at the very least, come and see how we can help your office out or their office out.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today, Joel. Really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, Kate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We'll be right back on Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin.
Railway City Live highlights original music performances by musicians in the St. Thomas area.
So this is a newer one that I wrote, actually for a songwriting competition, but maybe you guys will like it.
Watch Railway City Live Wednesday nights at 7:30 p.m.
I'm a community producer. I love all things nature and conservation, so that's kind of what I put into the show. When I started making my videos for my job, I didn't think that they were definitely TV caliber, but now that I see it in action, I'm definitely happy that I took the chance, and I worked with Scott, a producer at Rogers, and I think it's definitely worth it to take a chance and to ask and see what your project could become. Have fun with it. You don't have to be perfect. I think I'm a pretty good example of that. Reach out to people, if you're gonna do kind of like an interview thing. But yeah, just have fun.
Welcome back to Next Week Today in St. Thomas-Elgin. That's a wrap for our show today. Thank you so much to the Elgin Theatre Guild and the Sweet Delilah Club. Make sure to get your tickets at elgintheatreguild.ca for the March 14th showing. And thank you to all of our guests, as well as the Elgin Business Resource Center. If you're an entrepreneur and looking to get in on the pitch, make sure to visit their website and start your planning now. That's a wrap for our show today, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Join the high-energy, bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving.
You just don't go down as low. No. We want you to cross your body, though, and do a slight bend.
Catch the Thunder Mondays at noon.
I did it. I need it.
Okay, here, I gave it.
And I am alive.
As an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives and enhance the lives of 75 others. Please go to our website. Pledge a gift of life. You'll be glad you did.